Join us again in the Backrooms when we go back into the background information of going
Our
obscure.
favorite topics.
Ongoing
Going
obscure.
obscure.
Alright. See you guys later. So that's a wrap, folks.
That's a wrap.
We'll see you guys
Solid.
next time on the Backrooms when we go back into the background, backbone information. Ongoing
Bye,
obscure.
fellas. Join us again next time.
When we go
once
into the
again
Backrooms.
Go
Okay.
obscure.
Yeah, we'll see you guys back here next week on the Backrooms for another background installment of the background information in the Backrooms. On the background information of Backrooms background on background of going obscure in the Backrooms. Join us in the Backrooms next week for the background information in the back, on the backside, background, back information, background, Backrooms in the Backrooms. We'll see you guys next time.
That was the one. Goodbye.
That was it. All right. Join us again next week in the Backrooms when we go back into the background information in the Backrooms for going obscure on the Backrooms in the background information on the Backrooms. John Lennon, if he racist. John Lennon, if he racist. And we'll see you guys next time on the Backrooms to go back into the background, back information on the backside background, back information on the Backrooms. Join us again next time on the Backrooms for another background information, back in the background, back information, background, player unknowns, battlegrounds, background information on the Backrooms. Join us again next time when we go back into the background information on the background information background, Backrooms background information in the Keck Rock Backrooms, background rock around the Croc Backrooms, Keck Rock crazy cooking Backrooms, background information on the Keck Rock Backrooms. Join us next time in the Backrooms for another. Wait. Join us when we go back to the back. No. What's my outro? Join us again next time when we go back into the background, back information in the back of the world, back.com information on the Backrooms, in the back, Vinny Vinesauce information, in the background, corruption stockpile, Backrooms on the Backrooms. Join us again next time on the Backrooms for more background, back into the information in the background information Backrooms. Death Dream, Death Drop, Super Ultra Megaplex Death Drop, Death Dream, Liminal Spaces Backrooms, in the back of the Backrooms information, backside of the Backrooms, outside of the Backrooms, to the side of the Backrooms, over the Backrooms, under the Backrooms, in between the Backrooms, on the background information on the Backrooms. We'll see you guys in June. Join us next time in the Backrooms where we go back into the background, back information, backwards background, in the Backrooms, background information, in the back of Antarctica, on the back of the fire truck in Antarctica Station, in the Backrooms on the Backrooms. Join us next time on the Backrooms when we go back into the background information in the background, back information, background my dad should have been in that Star Wars movie, in the background information on the Backrooms, in the LucasArts Backrooms, in the back corner of George Lucas's house, in the Backrooms where he sits on his back all day, in the Backrooms. Join us again next time in the Backrooms when we go back into the background of the back information. When you go out back, when you walk out the back of the store, in the back of the dumpster, outside the store, you go in the dumpster, you look in the back of the dumpster, you go back into it, you go back home. When you come back to the store the next day, you go back to the dumpster in the back of the room, and you walk back. You walk to the back of the dumpster, and you go back to the left, back to the right. You go back up, you go back down. You go back diagonally, you go back vertically. And then you go back to the Backrooms. When you enter the Backrooms, you walk backwards. You speak backwards. You talk in backwards tongues, you do. Yes, you do. You go back, once again, to the Backrooms, wherein we go back into the background information on the Backrooms.
Bye.
Join us next time when we go back into the back of the background information on the back of Vinny's back, in the back of the warehouse in Gmod, while we play goofy skateboarding in the Backrooms, in the back of the backyard football, in the backyard background back information of the back rooms in the backyardigans. When we go back to the left, we go back to the right, we go back up, we go back down, we go back diagonally, we go back vertically, we go back horizontally, we go back any which way you could think of when we go back into the backrooms on the backrooms. Join us next time when we go back into the background information on the background information on when we're riding on the horseback in the medieval times and somebody has a camera and the camera's faced towards their back and they turn around and see us on the back of the horse and they film us. And they film us riding on the horse. And then they go back to the future. Back to the Future is a movie where the guy goes back to the future because he needs to get back to the future because he's in the background information. He needs to find background information about the medieval horses that were riding on the back. But it's in black and white. And why is it in black and white? Because we've gone back in time. But if we go back even further, how much farther back are we going to go? How much farther back do we need to go back to the back rooms? That's the question. So we're going to go back to the backrooms when we go back. And then we want you guys to join us in the backrooms next time when we go back into the background informations on the backrooms. Join us again next time when we go in the backrooms. We're going to the background information on the backrooms. You can go to the backrooms. Or, you could also go to the front rooms. There's also the front rooms. You can go to the front rooms or you can go to the back rooms. You can get with front or you can get with back. You can get with front or you can get with back. You can get with front or you can get with back. But I'm going to go with back because back is where it's at. In the backrooms. You got to brace yourselves. This is going to be a big one. I could feel it, thinking it up all day. I didn't want to say anything to Gabe because I didn't want to spoil it. But here we go, ready? Join us again next time in the backrooms when we go back into the background information. Goodbye.
Is that legitimately it?
Yeah. Join us next time in the backrooms when we go back into the background information on the
Saturn.
Backrooms, people. We will see you guys next week.
Saturn.
See you guys next week. Back on Saturn. Join us next week on the Backrooms when we're not so sad and solemn.
Yep.
It's going to be next week's going to be good.
Yeah. We'll see y'all then.
Join us again next season in the Backrooms when we go back into the background information of the background backs information on the Backrooms. We went back in time this week and went back to Tolkien. We went back to Tolkien's back. Tolkien's back. He's not back because he's not living. Tolkien's back in the Backrooms, going back to Frodo, going back to Mordor, back to the Frodo-Mordor Backrooms. And when we go to the Backrooms, we're going to go back to the background information. But when we get to the background information, all of a sudden we've gone back in time even further, and now we're back in season 3. We're back in the season 3 of the Backrooms, but season 3 has already ended. So now we have to go back to the future. I said in a previous podcast, Back to the Future is a movie. Back to the Future is a movie where he has to go back to the future. That's what the title says. So we're going to go back to season 4, where we are right now, and you're going to come back to us when we go back in the background information in season 5 on the Backrooms. Join us next time in the Backrooms when we go back into the background information of the Backrooms, outside the Backrooms, inside the Backrooms, east side Backrooms, west side Backrooms, north side Backrooms, south side Backrooms, back Backrooms, front Backrooms, front back, back side, back forward, back forward, back forward, back forward, back sideways, sideways, diagonally, horizontally, diagonally, backwards, backpack, back. I'm the backpack from Dora. When we come back in the Backrooms on the Backrooms. Join us next time when we go back into the background information on the Backrooms in Fallout 76 in the Backrooms. We go back to the Backrooms in Fallout, but when we go to the Backrooms again, we're going to be in Fallout 3. We're going so far back, we're going to Fallout 1. Oh, the mailman just left. That's okay. The mailman went back to where he's supposed to be. The mailman went back. He traveled backwards. Backwards traveler. Backwards time travel. I've talked about time travel in the Backrooms before, but we're not going to talk about that now in this Backrooms. But anyway, on the Backrooms next week, we're going to talk about the Backrooms. That's right, the Backrooms, on the Backrooms, in the Backrooms, outside of the Backrooms, over the Backrooms, and that's right, everybody. We'll see you guys next week on the Backrooms. Join us again next time in the Backrooms when we go back into the background information on the Backrooms, blah la 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 la. In the Backrooms, fa la 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 la. In the Backrooms, the end. Have a good day. See you guys next time in the Backrooms. In the Backrooms. Join us next time in the Backrooms, where we go back into the background information on the Backrooms with Watto. Hey, go back to the Backrooms! Yeah, you get to the good podcast on the Backrooms! Yeah! See ya. Join us again next time we go into the Backrooms when we go back into the background information on the Backrooms with Bigfoot. We're both Bigfoot. Big Feet. Big Feet is a potential movie that's going to come out soon, but it's probably actually not going to come out. But me and Gabe are going to talk about it later on. But when Bigfoot goes into the Backrooms, he's not going to come back out. He's going to go back further into the Backrooms. He's going to go so back into the Backrooms that he ends up at like level 1 million, and he's like falling through the sky or whatever it is, because they keep running out of ideas for the Backrooms for levels, because there's like 1 million of them. But anyway, they're going to go back so far in the Backrooms that they're never going to get out of the Backrooms. So we're going to go forward into the front rooms now. We're getting into the front rooms, which is completely different. It's not in the back. It's not like the Backrooms. It's not back. It's front. It's in the front rooms. It's the forward rooms. It's the forward progress rooms. The Backrooms just bring you back, you know? You just go back on the Backrooms. You can't do that. You can't keep going back. We can't keep going back. We got to keep doing it, though. For you guys, we got to keep going back into the Backrooms. When we go back, I have to take a picture of this moment because it's so backwards cool. So anyway, join us back in the Backrooms next time when we go back into the background information on the Backrooms. Join us again next time in the Backrooms when we go back into the background information on the Backrooms, where you go back into the backgrounds. I said backgrounds. Backgrounds is kind of the same thing as Backrooms, but see what a background is? It's kind of like the background information. But what background is, it's like exposition of like a story. It's the background, you know, just such as the Backrooms, which are kind of back, you know. They're if I went into the background of the Backrooms, I would be here all day, you know. We'd be here all day because there's so much background information on the Backrooms. If you get my drift here, if you get where I'm going back to, if you want to go back with me, back there, back where? Back to the Backrooms, where we will see you next time on the Backrooms. All right. Check 1 1 1. Check it 1 1. Testing 1. Checking on the check. Checking on tested 1. Join us again on the Backrooms, where these fools talk about things. Check it. That's right. Yeah. What up? Come on. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Get to the Backrooms next week. When you're meek. When you're weak in 1 month.
Yeah.
When you think of a word that rhymes with month, get to the Backrooms. Check it. 1. I'm still going. Check it. 1 2.
Next month.
And next month will be 49. And I don't want to see anybody whine when we come back in a month. Yeah, I want to give thanks to all my homies in the studio. That's right. Thanks to a big Mickey behind the camera. That's right. Check it. Big thanks to co-host Job for talking. That's right. Check it. 1 2. 1 2. Backrooms. 1 2. Backrooms. Check it next week. Check it next month. Check it next year. Backrooms. When we go back into the background information, you must join us again next time when we go back into the background information in the Backrooms. Backrooms, 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 backrooms. Get to the backrooms and you go to the backrooms. At Backrooms.
I can't believe that
Have
babies
it
took
your
over
way.
back.
You rule.
I can't believe that babies took over the back rooms.